QVC.
I'm so happy to be back. Morning Style is back, and we're running right the way through to the end of September now. And bar 1 or 2 in September, I know I'm here for everyone, and I hope you can be here for everyone as well. If you can't, then well, there's no point me telling you now, because if you're not watching, you're not listening. But we are repeating this at 5 o'clock on Style Channel. And we're also going to get it uploaded onto YouTube, which means that people who are at work at the moment will be able to watch it as well, which is really great news. So welcome back to Morning Style, helping you find your way around QVC fashion. Maybe just one piece can really breathe new life into your existing wardrobe, or maybe we're going to inspire you with a complete outfit. We've got lots of accessories, some amazing shoes, beautiful bags, fantastic jewellery. You'll see all of the details of those on the bottom of the screen in like a little box. We won't be actually talking about them in great detail for any length of time. I won't be giving measurements and so on so much either, just the ones that really matter. But actually, let me just get my iPad, because while I'm talking about all of that, we have got the Morning Style page. So this is QVC UK /Morning Style, or just put Morning Style into the search pad. New picture of me there. We've got a new promo that you might have seen on air as well. And this is everything that is appearing in today's show. So if you see anything that I don't talk about in terms of the shoes, we've got lots of other pages there. Obviously, you just go on to the next and it will come on and load up the next page as well. So there's the Anne Klein watch that I'm wearing. So if you like my watch and I haven't mentioned it, just check on that page. It will all be there. All measurements or fabric compositions or the colours, the washing instructions, all of those sort of things are on that page. So go for that. But stay with us right now. I'm delighted, as the first of the series, to have Leslie Everts here.
That's great to be
We've worked
here.
For so many years at QVC, but before that as well.
Absolutely. But this is my favourite show, so I'm thrilled to be on the first one. Mainly because this is a great way of you delving into our wardrobe to see how we fit all our accessories and our, bits and pieces all together to give you one fabulous look. I mean, we could have done many more than one. Well, but that's what the brilliant thing of this show is.
There's lots of mix and match, and at times Leslie will reach behind her to the rail of the
show
clothes.
You all the
We've got some alternative colours, and also different things will go with different things, and so that's the whole point. For instance, we're focusing fairly heavily on Kim & Co in this show. Now, when Kim comes to QVC, all we see in the shows is Kim & Co clothes teamed with Kim & Co clothes. That might not be your look, but maybe a top with a pair of your jeans, or a pair of trousers with one of your favourite jumpers.
That's what's so great about this show.
That's what this show can do.
It's really rather like you do. You go into your own wardrobe and you think, I want to wear this today, this top, and what am I going to put it with?
Yes.
We show you how to put it with lots of different things.
And we also encourage you sometimes just to stretch your own boundaries very slightly. I think it was Teresa, wasn't it, who last year told me that she'd worn printed trousers for the first time. And we were trying to get her into palazos or something like that.
And there'll be little hints about the coming season, which is nice.
Yes,
too.
exactly. Fashion-led tips.
Yes.
So if you've never worn one of these before, then maybe now is the time, because they are huge in terms of fashion trends, but some of us have just resisted them. How about a jumpsuit? Take a look at the same jumpsuit that I'm wearing on Perio. Obviously, we're different shapes, different sizes. You can wear it in different ways as well, add the belt, but a jumpsuit has become an integral part of a fashion collection.
It is absolutely part of the wardrobe now. Who would have thought at the beginning of this year that we'd have been talking about them probably non-stop at QVC and on all the fashion pages? Here I've put it with two things which are up and coming. One, you cannot be seen without a belt next season. And two, you're going to be allowed to match your shoes to your bags, lady.
It's matchy-matchy.
Matchy-matchy. I mean, I have always been that person. I was, as a child, matching the leather of my satchel to my sandals at primary school. My mother knew where I was headed. But this
And it wasn't school.
And it wasn't school. No, I left there very quickly at 16. So this is one of the sort sort of up-and-coming looks with a look that has been, well, a holiday winner. I mean, definitely in the style that you're wearing, Kathy.
Well, I mean, for holiday, yes. I've literally just put it with some little summer wedges and, you know, and that's it. I've added the jewellery, but I am just wearing it without the belt.
And how easy.
I know I'm last season, darling.
No, no, but it's still summer, Kathy.
Yeah,
so you can wear it with the little elasticated band in the waist, which is brilliant. But pockets. Oh, we just love a pocket in a jumpsuit. I don't see the point, really, without a pocket in a jumpsuit.
No.
Because it is such an easy piece. It's a throw-on one piece, you know, go walk the dog, go take the children to school. I mean, anything that involves a little bit of extra effort, wear a jumpsuit.
Yeah, underwear, jumpsuit, shoes.
Exactly.
That's all you need.
But if you want to, you know, we've given a very smart bag here from Frank Usher and some great shoes and also a little bit of jewellery. But you could, you know, it does smarten up with a smart jacket.
It's a lovely little ditzy print. I mean, print is something else we talk about. And this is Kim & Co. And Kim is, I mean, her mother is a fine artist. Kim herself is a very talented artist.
She is, yes.
And she composes in terms of colours and prints and styles. Yes. This is a little ditzy print, but without being girly.
No.
Maybe it's the colours that stop it being too girly.
Also because our eye in, you know, when we get what we call getting our eye in fashion, it's when something comes in and you realise it's going to be picked up by everybody. Calvin Klein, who is the most pared-down designer there probably is, did a ditzy print for summer. You know, it took the imagination of a great many people. It didn't have to be a huge floral, although florals, every time they mention it in fashion magazines, they are covered in the most large and elaborate and beautiful blooms, you know. But this, I think, is easy. You know, it's easy to wear. They're lovely denim colours. You know, she's done the toning really
We've got the
well.
navy background and then, soft denim. It's a sort of a dirty cream. Yeah, it's not too bright.
No.
And then you've got these neutrals, the sort of coffee tones that just work really well. And actually, you know, you could put a jacket over this or a cardigan. I've been wearing it with a little marble shrug, which I should put on when we come to that as well. And I'm loving it teamed with this sort of dusty pink powder shoes, we're calling them. They are available in grey, which you could also wear. And they are, they're Bronx. Wow, these are gorgeous shoes, actually,
gorgeous shoes. Yeah. We do have great shoe collections.
We've got an amazing pair of Peter Kaisers coming up as well,
and
which would look
amazing. Peter Kaisers.
But actually, we've got some Peter Kaiser courts that would look lovely with this. But I prefer wedges because I find them more comfortable. But you could wear little flat flip-flops with this.
This is what we need in our ward. We need a piece like this jumpsuit that you can do this and look fab and this and look fab. It doesn't, you know, restrict itself to even how you're feeling. You know, it just does what you need, what you want.
And you know, people might think, oh, she's on telly, you know, she can wear anything. Well, actually, I don't have a huge amount of confidence about my body shape. I've lost a little bit of weight since Christmas, but I feel quite vulnerable sometimes on television. And I don't think a jumpsuit is... I don't view a jumpsuit as something that hides that vulnerability, whereas in actual fact, I think it can, once you try it on. Now, I have to say, we've already sold out in the small, we're limited in the medium, and we're heading that way in the extra large. So I will give you some chest measurements. We have extra small at 32.5, that I would say is probably a true size 8.
It is a true
or an
size
8'10", anyway. The small is a 34.5, medium that I'm in is 36.5, and I would normally wear a large at 38.5, but I've put myself in the medium because I'm slimmer on the hips and I didn't want it too baggy around the trouser.
No.
And because there's no sleeves, it's not tight around the top. But the medium is now sold out. The extra large is 40.5, 2XL 43.5, and 3XL 46.5. Hip, I think, is relevant as well, and that is 8 inches greater than the chest. So 40.5, 42.5 on the small, which is gone, 44.5 on the medium, which is gone. Large is 46.5, XL 48.5, 2XL 51.5, and 3XL 54.5 with a 27-inch inseam measurement, which sounds short, but it is actually a slightly dropped crotch. Because it's a sort of relaxed, it's slightly yoga panty.
Yeah, I think the thing about her jumpsuits is she makes them very comfortable.
They are hugely comfy.
They're not grabbing you anywhere. They sit beautifully on the neckline, and then after that, you can do what you like. You can blouse it like this, like Period has.
I've dropped the waist. It's elasticated waist, and I've dropped it. It's probably about 2 inches lower than my natural waist, which is quite high and makes me look very short bodies.
Absolutely.
So I've just dropped it down a bit in a sort of more slouchy way, a comfy way.
But also, looking at it there on the catwalk, you can see that the trousers aren't bulky. A lot of jumpsuits get a great deal of fabric in the trouser.
Yeah.
It's nice to have something that
isn't too. Yeah.
It isn't tight, but it doesn't do that. Especially for people who are shorter. You don't want enormous, you know, waving
Well, I'm about
trousers.
5'5", maybe slightly over 5'5".
Suits you really well.
I feel very relaxed.
Yes.
And yeah, it's very easy to wear. 165372, very popular indeed. And if you love the print, but you really can't bring yourself to try a jumpsuit just yet, but I would, you've got your 30-day money-back guarantee. I would urge you to give it a go. But the same print in a gorgeous little top here.
Yes,
teamed with Marla Wynne and those amazing Peter Kaiser shoes. I love those shoes.
Oh yes, they're great. I'd forgotten we had the Peter Kaiser shoes in the show. They're really, really beautiful. A block heel and a really good, solid court. And the great thing about those is they're comfortable.
Yes, exactly.
They are.
Okay, so the overall look here, before we talk about the Kim & Co top specifically, it's just very sort of sassy, isn't it?
Yes, but this is a way of taking a very casual top and a very casual pair of crop trousers and making them look city smart.
Yes.
This is a really sophisticated way of wearing the flatter fit trouser and the Kim & Co. So, yes, and these trousers are just amazing, but we'll get to those in a minute.
Let's talk the Kim & Co top first of all. Because this has got a gorgeous neckline, hasn't it?
We chose it really because it has a great sleeve and a great neckline. So you've got a fairly long tunic shape.
Yes.
But it isn't overwhelming and it isn't too long. You know, we're thinking of people who aren't as tall as Courtney.
Yes, exactly. Not too much fabric, but there's enough where you need it.
And what we didn't mention before with the jumpsuit is it's Brazil knit, which is this very cool fabric. So
you were telling me, Leslie, that you've been having people contact you.
Yes,
you don't even talk about the Kim & Co range
No,
here,
I don't.
But you've had people saying to you how they've tried it for the first time, because Kim & Co has an incredibly loyal following.
Yes.
But then there's lots of other people who love QVC fashion who perhaps haven't tried Kim & Co, but some people have been and they've been impressed, haven't they?
They have. I've had 2 weekends where I have literally been accosted by somebody very sweetly who's come up and said, QVC, and I say hi, and, you know, do you watch, and thank you, and all that, and that little chitter-chat. And then they suddenly volunteer that they're Kim & Co. You know, and in fact, the lady who came up to me on Sunday was wearing a Kim & Co top. And of course, it's the fabric feel that they talk about.
Yes.
It is the design as well, because they love the prints.
Well, and also Kim is so fussy, so particular about, she always adjusts the shoulders on me. She's really careful about getting everything absolutely right.
Because the armhole is so
she must
tailored.
be a nightmare to work for because she is so such a perfectionist. But it makes her a dream to be designed by, and all her clothes. She'll have really tried different shapes on the neckline, and different, a bit more flare, a bit less flare. She gives a very gentle waist to things, so it's not clinging, but it just gives you a lovely shape.
And I think that the strongest point of this top is the inset sleeve, which, as you say, so beautifully tailored, and then the length of this sleeve. There's something very elegant about this whole
almost an elbow
part.
length, isn't it?
It is almost, but again, it gives people who have trouble with their upper arm an option in the summer.
Because there's enough fabric there. I mean, Courtney's got very slim arms, and there's fabric there, but if you've got bigger arms, and that's where I come a cropper sometimes.
Well, I do, because mine are thin and wrinkly.
So,
so we've all got different problems.
Well, exactly. Mine aren't wrinkly, but they're actually a bit they're a bit big and muscly.
They're texture anymore. That's
but covering them up is a good option, isn't it?
Otherwise I would have worn this dress without this little top. But anyway, the lovely other thing about Kim's clothes is they are not overwhelming. Again, we don't want to be dressed like a tank, even if we're buying a bigger size. So the whole thing is tailored so it does this lovely fluidity across the waist. OK,
let's head down to the trousers, and these are the Marla Wynne flatter fits.
Yes.
I don't sleep in my Marla Wynne flatter fits, but I pretty much do everything else. They are absolutely amazing. I know we've only got, in general, we've only got the larger sizes available. In actual fact, we're 18 upwards. If you're 18 upwards and think because you're 18 upwards you can't do trousers,
or
and you always do skirts or dresses or this shape,
think again.
Then think again, because these are amazing.
Yes, I came in these.
Oh, really?
I live in this
Because
colour.
when I first met you, I didn't see you often in trousers or jeans or anything like that. But Marla Wynne has transformed you.
Absolutely, because these trousers are transforming, literally, which we'll explain in a minute. So Right,
we don't have all the colours, but very quickly, because we've got the grey, the denim blue, I don't know what the colours are, the neutral colour. You can check out on our website. That's what that page is there for. Grey, blue, back and sand, we're calling them. Don't have them across all the sizes. And we are campaigning to Marla to bring them back. I also actually had a little message on my blog.
Yes, now we will
from
send
Louise.
it. I don't think she'll be asleep at the moment.
No,
She won't be watching, but I'm definitely going to tell her.
But Louise left me a message saying, please, 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 I need to wear skirts and I love Marla Wynne flatter fit trousers. Could we have
a flatter fit,
a flatter fit pencil skirt?
Genius.
She also wants a midi length balloon skirt, which I think would work as well. But without doubt, a flatter fit pencil skirt would be amazing.
I think she does do one, but I'm going to check and I'm certainly going to tell Marla because she loves to hear from you, and suggestions like that are her.
And you could put all of the features that make these work so well into a skirt very easily.
This is this wonderful fabric she found in athletes' clothing, which is so strong and just holds you in. Just gently, just keeps muffin tops. I've never met anything like this for keeping a muffin top in place, but it absolutely does. So it gives you a great flat stomach and it stretches everywhere. It has an enormous amount of stretch. It's something like 4 times. But the fabric that she developed also recovers. So don't think if it stretches out, it's never going to come back.
And they're a great option for people who are never going to wear shorts in the summer, but they just feel as though trousers are too or wintry, then because they're cropped, because they're lighter colours other than the black that Courtney's in, I mean, even the black, because it's cropped, they look like a great pair of summer pull-ons,
Absolutely, Kathy. And the other great trick about crops is that if you're a lady who's got lovely shoes, got lovely sandals, crops are what you should be wearing because they show them off so brilliantly.
Which brings us to the beautiful suede offering by Peter Kaiser. I'm loving what you've done now with the tunic, because it is quite a long tunic, and yet you can just see how light the fabric is when you can tuck it in
and
with
you
no
can
bulk.
see how lovely it sits there on the waist. But tucking everything in is, you know, the latest new way of wearing your top.
I think we have to mention the Lulu Guinness bag as well.
Don't we? Stunning.
It's quite a big bag. Is there a trend in terms of size of bags?
Not really. I mean, it depends whether you're across the body girl or you're. I'm very into grab bags now. You know, I used to be a shoulder
I'm
girl.
a cross-body because I need both hands free because I'm always doing 10 things at once.
I don't know what it is. I just like... So there's a lot of smaller little grab bags. We've got some great ones.
But I love
this is a lovely bigger grab bag.
It's a great shape, isn't it?
Yeah, very businesslike. Yeah. Beautiful leather, of course.
Lovely. Let's have one final look at Courtney. Let's overview the whole outfit. The little ditzy print used to be a girly thing, but now it's really quite strong, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a high fashion thing. And that's what I mean about a crop with a wonderful pair of shoes. So if you've got wonderful shoes, you need these trousers.
Could you wear the trousers with flats, though?
Oh, yes, I do. I came in the pink ones with pink ballerinas.
Brilliant, yes.
Because I run around in ballerinas
I love
the
shoes. I see the beauty of those shoes, but actually I couldn't wear that height. So, I'm a flats girl now,
and I also have a lovely pair of white moccasins, you know, loafers, and they look wonderful with that too.
That would be nice.
So these are, you know, the summer trousers.
Off goes Courtney, in walks Pirio with our next outfit. And again, looking very... Yes, it's what you're wearing in the other colour option, isn't it?
Absolutely. So this is H by Halston, who I am doing an hour with.
Oh, Jackie's with you at 10, 11 tomorrow?
10 tomorrow.
10 o'clock.
Yes, so lots of lovely new things, and this is one of them.
So you've got stripes featuring here. You've got them, you know, the stripes on the dress are sort of going in a couple of different directions, aren't they?
Yes, and it's a great fabric. The lovely thing about Halston, really, from the moment he started creating clothes, do you know, I learnt the other day that he made the most flamboyant hats, incredible hats with a million different things, baubles and roses and jewellery and everything on them, for a little beauty parlour in Iowa.
Really?
When he first started, and Bergdorf Goodman spotted him and gave him a little boutique. And after that, he started collecting clothes. And everyone thought they would be, you know, really ornate. But he is a classic contemporary designer. And that's what you've got in this dress. Because I'll show you it on the hanger. Because it is a great feel. It's quite a substantial...
It's a heavy...
it's a heavy weight.
So this is 55% cotton, 30% viscose and 8% elastane.
Yes.
So it's a natural fibre, but that elastane gives it... There's actually quite a lot of weight in it, isn't there? Which means it's going to really drape down and away from you.
It drapes down and away. It's got a lovely sharp bite hem. It has a a feeling that you're very secure in the neckline
sort of
and the sleeve, because sometimes it gapes.
elastane, that's a lot of elastane,
It's a lot of elastane, but it does mean that it stretches whither and hither, and it does have a great sort of fold down the front. So it's not in any way restricting. It's almost like a giant A-line.
So the stripe is, I mean, it's a mottled stripe. It's not a strong sort of hard edge stripe, but it's a vertical stripe. But then the binding around the neckline is on a contrast. And then we've also got the contrast, a deep sort of panel hemming it.
Yes, it's a very smart summer dress. But I think you'll wear this with, roll necks underneath in the winter. Yes. Because of the weight of it. It's not a flim-flammy summer thing. It's a really substantial
and it's not
dress.
Floaty. It's quite substantial in the way it feels.
We've both worn it with a cardi and made it quite dressed down. But actually, if you just wore the most amazing red hat with this, you know what I mean?
Yes.
A great yellow hat with this one, you would go
Is it now red hat, red bag, red shoes?
Oh, yes, definitely. No, I think we might not include the hat.
Can I just say we're limited stock in the black? I will, because this is still a relatively new brand to us, so you may not know the sizes. The extra small on this is a 32.5-inch bust. Lots of stretch, remember. 34.5 on the small, 36.5 medium. The large is 39. XL 42, 2XL 46.5 and 50.5 on the 3XL. We've got the olive as well. I've ordered the olive. I've got the olive and I'm planning to wear it tomorrow, but at this rate there's not going to be any stock.
It'll be wonderful on you.
I
bit of green eye.
I was tempted by the black and white, but I just thought I don't know. I just thought I'd go for something a bit warmer.
Yes, absolutely.
And on Perio, see, I would probably not put the white with this, but we don't really have another. Oh, actually, I would put that one maybe.
What, this one?
We're limited stock in the olive. The black has gone. Would that work?
We love this bag, so we went for white. But yes, it could do.
See, for me, I wouldn't put white with the dress because it takes away what I'm trying to achieve with the colour of the dress.
Yes.
But again, you might have a little denim jacket, maybe.
Well, yes,
would that work?
Well, yes. Denim would always work with olive, but the black is rather sophisticated too. Yeah.
Well, let's carry on talking about the shrug because there's hardly any of the dress left. Do please go for it if you possibly can. We have got some left in the olive colour option, so check that one out very quickly online on the app or with our operators. But let's move on to the shrug. Now we've got lots of colours.
Yes, we have.
And I'm just going to pull that up on my iPad because we've got a variety of blues that I need to.
And there were even more on the website, but they are diminishing because they're selling out. So we've got the ones I hope that we've got stock of. But this is a very, we were talking about arms earlier. This is absolutely the thing to have in your wardrobe to throw over in the summer when you want to cover your arm, but you don't want anything heavy and it's going to be 30 degrees and you absolutely need something that's cool.
Right, Aqua, let me see, the Riviera and Aqua. I would say that's Aqua.
There we go.
This one, and that's Riviera.
OK.
I'm pretty sure.
Yes, they would be the two choices there. And then this other blue must be nearer, sort of, that you're wearing, is nearer a denim colour.
Hang on. No, sorry, the Aqua is the brighter one. Yes, so that's what I said, isn't it? Aqua
yes.
and Riviera.
Yes.
And that will be denim. And what's the bright blue?
Light coral.
Oh, no, light coral.
Is this not light coral? No.
That could be, that's light mocha.
Light mocha?
Light coral is, that's light coral.
That's light coral.
And papaya is this colour.
Oh, right. Oh, yes, papaya. I remember there was papaya.
And that one I'm not sure about now, I'm afraid.
Light mocha.
So what's this one
must be, and latte. That looks like latte.
That's, yes.
We do have fun with our colours here,
yeah,
I
would say check online because that's going to be the easier way.
Yes, because you can pull it up and look at it and, so make sure you've got the right one.
The point about this, sorry, we haven't told you very much about this, but the point about this is it's one size and it doesn't matter what size you are because it's a very loose and sort of airy knit and the stretch on it is absolutely amazing. It's there is a huge, so whatever size your arms, whatever size your shoulders or your body, really doesn't matter.
And it's so pretty.
It is, isn't it?
It's an absolutely essential accessories.
I mean, look at the stretch on the arm.
It goes up to, I think, a size 20, and the only thing you'd notice between the size 10 and the 20 is it might come up a bit shorter on you.
Yes, if you take more width,
yes.
it will have less length.
But that doesn't matter because it then becomes a lovely sort of little bolero.
Yes, exactly.
And I had this knotted earlier, which I can do because it's not going to... And I think that's rather a pretty look.
That's lovely, actually. That creates a really lovely shape.
I really like that shape.
And if you were wanting to have just a cover-up, maybe if you're sightseeing and you want to go into a church,
exactly.
or the air conditioning
Look at it.
No, you can put that. That's it.
That is what you're taking on
You could
holiday.
have a small handbag, and that would still, you know,
go in your shoe.
Yeah, that's
in your sandal.
Yeah, because it's really quite amazing.
Genius.
Yes.
That's what it is. It's
we love
really
it.
Genius.
It is genius.
It's something that you'll just fall on every summer. You might need more than one colour, but hey.
I think we ought to head back to the catwalk, Pirio, if you would, and we'll have a look at the overall. The Radley London handbag, Lola Rose necklace, and then their Manas flats, Manas wedges rather, which feel like flats. Brown, nude, red, and yellow we've got. So Pirio's wearing the brown. I've got the nude, but we have got gorgeous shiny red.
Yes, a brilliant
and a lovely
red.
mustard yellow as well.
And
so
you
if
have
you like
to
colour,
have red for the autumn.
red.
Yeah, red.
With
red
black
is
and white?
everywhere. Well, not so much. You know, black and white is slightly taking a back seat.
Yes.
There's a lot more colour in
Well, that's good. Yeah. I mean, we tend to embrace colour in the summer.
Yes.
Somehow we feel, I don't know, there's lots more colour in fashion in the summer, but great to carry it on into
And the reason why I'm saying this so absolutely surely about red is that even Armani, who never does anything but greige, has done red. So it must be capturing everybody's imagination.
Red looks pretty good with greige, doesn't it?
It does. It looks excellent with greige.
OK, now, I'd like to remind you about my jumpsuit that I'm actually feeling very comfortable in. It was a stretch for me to actually commit to wearing this, but it's now limited stock. I'm loving the print. I don't mind print generally, but I'm not a girly print person.
No.
But because of the colours and the fineness of this, it works well. I'm not particularly waisted. It's actually, my waist is there. I've just got it...
on your hip bone?
Well, I was last night, but... No, but anyway, a really lovely jumpsuit. What sizes have we got left in the jumpsuit? We've got large upwards, but it is all limited stock. I'm in the medium, but I could wear the large. That's fairly fitted there, but because I'm smaller on the bottom, you can see how there's no bulk, it's just a great jumpsuit. Give it a go. 30-day money-back guarantee. If you've tried a Kim & Co jumpsuit before, and many people I know who've tried them, we've got so many 5-star reviews across the jumpsuit selection. You've probably already ordered it, but if you're just tiny bit tempted, give it a go, because that's what the show is about, trying to help you maybe develop your fashion, just express yourself in a fashion way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you can do it here.
Now, don't go anywhere, because we've got plenty more, and Leslie's going to be helping us talk through this. What a great... This is a very me look, actually. I could wear this.
I thought you might be in this top when I got in this.
Well, I like wearing something that isn't obviously me. I try and fox
well
you.
done, you.
Back in a moment.
It's Wednesday on QVC. Join the pioneering Neod skincare range featuring today's special value at 6 p.m. Discover innovative and premium household products with Lakeland at 7 p.m. Then be dazzled by the beauty and splendour of the Diamond Collection at 9 p.m. Join us for a fantastic Wednesday on QVC.
If I was going to sum up the range in a few words, the first one would be thoughtful, stylish, practical, and obviously gorgeous.
Here's today's special value. It's available at an incredible price. Until midnight tonight, on air, online, or on mobile. The best find of the day.
Morning Style is where we're at. I've actually just got the page up that you can get as well if you've got a smartphone or you know, a tablet or a computer or whatever. qvcuk.com/morning style, and it gives you everything that's in the show. I'm actually just checking out a jumper that we've got coming up, which is a marble jumper, lots of colours, and I don't want to get the same mistake that we had with that last shrug. So I'm just checking out the different colours. So I can sort those out. You can check something else out if you see perhaps a watch or a pair of shoes or a bag that we don't tell you enough about, as well as all of the clothes. Then you can check that out on the website. All the different sizes, the measurements, the fabric compositions, the colour options that we're not showing you, all those things are there for you. You can also check out this show again at 5 o'clock on QVC Style, and we'll be YouTubing it, this series as well. So after each show, I'm not sure how quickly it will happen, but after the show, at some point, you will be able to find it on YouTube. But let's carry on with this show now while we've got your attention, and take a look at Courtney looking just very comfortable.
Yes.
But maybe travelling in this outfit.
Yeah. Well, a lot of ladies love a tunic, you know, and they're always telling me there aren't enough of them. So here's a lovely new one with butterflies, which of course, along with the flowers, have been another great hit with the fashion designers. They've absolutely loved their butterflies. And as you can see, again, she has tailored this beautifully to give you a tail. It's got a lovely dippy back to it.
Oh, it has, hasn't it?
Which is, I always think, so elegant, apart from being helpful.
Yes.
And again, you can see how that is just giving lovely sort of flow from the bust down across the tummy, and a lovely three-quarter length sleeves to make your waist look slimmer. Well, so she's thought of everything, basically. And it's a Brazil knit.
Can I just three-quarter sleeve waist look slimmer? How does that work?
Because the eye is, well, when you join us, Courtney, and you turn to the camera, you'll see the eye takes you here.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So
it just sort of brings you in at that point.
At that point.
That's clever. And also it covers your... I've got a lump on my elbow there. It was nice if I, get that covered. Yes. Your elbows aren't always the nicest little bit of you, are they? So...
No. And the lovely thing about the sleeve is she's puffed it.
Is it just a little bit of shoulder space there?
Yes. It's sort of got that little bit of 1980s going on here.
And the keyhole.
Which I love. And the keyhole.
Which is not too low.
No.
I mean, however you look, it's, you're not showing anything you shouldn't. But
No.
So we do have a colour option on this. We've got the floral flutter. Isn't that? And then we should call this the flutterby, shouldn't we? Really, but to be honest, I think the butterflies are wonderful as an option to flowers. There's such a,
yes.
I don't know. There's just something so lovely about butterflies. We're always happy when you see a butterfly.
And it's a very successful motif here at QVC. People love butterflies, and it's just something that it's rather like they love dogs. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
They buy anything with a dog on it.
Yes, or elephants or pigs
exactly.
or frogs or whatever.
Yes. But this is a butterfly. But I love the colour tones in this because they're rich and they're deep, and put against the white background, which is just slightly ivory.
Yes,
it's nearly a clear white.
And also, not all of the butterflies, but most of them have got quite a strong little black outline as well, which just makes them pop in terms of the colour, doesn't it?
The definition on the white is lovely. So it's a great print. She's done a lovely finish, as we were saying she always does, on the rouleau, around the keyhole and the neckline.
Oh, right, yes, right. That's what it's called, a rouleau, is it?
It's a rouleau turn, yeah.
Okay.
She just rolls
and extra stitching there to highlight that. Beauty, and double stitching as well, double top stitching on the on both the sleeve and the hem.
Yes.
And the tunic that we saw before in this same ditzy print as the suit that I'm wearing had a little less fabric. This looks as though it's a bit more A-line. There's a bit more. If you're hippie, this is going to be really perfect.
This is a proper tunic, and she's not just cut it long; she shaped it. It's beautifully shaped, as you can see at the hem. And also
classic chest measurements for Kim, starting 34 on the extra small, small's 36, medium 38, and large 40. So that's 2 inches, and then extra large is 42. Right. Then you go up 3 inches, so it's 45 on the double extra large and 48 on the triple extra large. And the length on this starts at 32 and goes up to 34.
I think it's a must. I think especially if you're a larger lady, you will absolutely love this.
Yes.
Because you might have been a bit scared of patterns. Yes. But this is something, although they're very interesting darker colours, there's something about this that's quite flattering and disguising, and lots of colours in there that you may already have, as you say, all your black accessories and your deep red,
or the
lovely
grey.
mustard.
I think having different grey. Grey has been a colour that we've really embraced over the last couple of years, hasn't it? So if you've got grey bottom halves, Claire actually had borrowed my Join slim fit long maxi skirt for the morning show, and it was in that sort of dark grey. That would look beautiful under this.
Maxi skirt.
But I do think that if you like wearing black on your bottom half and you're not too sure about print, go for something that is black and one colour.
I saw this more as day and evening, you know, because I love this colour for evening.
Or summer and autumn almost as well.
Absolutely.
Yes. But I mean, this will carry on through into the summer, into the autumn beautifully as well. But let's talk about the trousers, which we have got in a lovely tone of grey here, which we are simply calling, I think that's, hang on, urban grey. That's urban grey. And then we have the dark indigo.
Yes.
Is it navy or is it black?
No,
it's like an ink.
It's
blue-black,
because look, next to the black it looks blue.
Yeah, so
it
it's
looks
a very dark
indigo,
inky indigo.
Yes.
And then we've got the classic white as well.
And the classic white as well.
Like it, loving the little zip on the hip.
The nice thing is not a little zip. It goes quite some substantial way up the leg.
Yes.
So it comes
goes up to there.
Again, it's one of those pieces that will do great things for your fabulous shoes.
Oh, they're quite nice fabric as well, aren't they?
The lovely thing about H for Holston is that the fabrics are very, very high end, I would call them.
59% cotton, 35 polyester, 6 elastane.
Fabrics, yes.
Yeah.
You know, we can give you these, you know, fabric makes all the time, but it's how it's
used. Yes.
And he always does this lovely, strong fabric.
Strong is a good word for it. That is what it is. There is the elastane there, but it's a
proper designer trouser.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing wishy-washy about Holston's
Courtney, you showed us
range.
the waist a moment ago. Would you mind doing that again? Because it's not a functional zip, but I'm loving the detail around here as well.
Well, it's all elasticated, but your elastic is on show in the back part of it. Even in the white, you've got a white elastic. So it's got a little bit of not just an urban feel, but that athletic luxe thing that's been going on.
It's quite a strong design feel, isn't it?
It's a great trouser for your T-shirts.
Yeah, they're really nice.
You know, the sort of athletic T-shirts, your motive T-shirts.
Yes.
You know, all of that would look wonderful with this pair of crops. And especially in the indigo, because that makes them part of your very casual wardrobe.
If I were to give you waist measurements, all these you can check online as well, of course, but they sound quite big. The extra small starts at 30, but they're not a high rise. These are reasonably low. Yeah, they're not on the waist.
No, they're
sit
on your hip bone.
Yeah, so they're sort of tummy button level, probably, aren't they? Let me read you through the sizes. On the waist, we've got 30 inches on the extra small, small's 31, 32 on the medium, large 33.5, 35 XL, 37 2XL and 39 3XL. Inseam measurements 25 inches. These are designed to be cropped. On Courtney, they're slightly more cropped than they will be on most of us.
Yes, but you've got the zip. So they can look even more cropped.
So you could undo the zip and create
another crop look.
A different look.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
So very, very nice. But again, as I say, this is a designer trouser, even though it's not a designer.
Actually, I like that, just like half undone.
Yes.
It's quite nice, isn't it? Yeah, it creates that little, almost like a tulip shape.
And again, you know, all beautifully finished. The seaming there is lovely. And the fact that it's silver, I think, and has its own little, you know, piece of metallic.
Well, and that highlights the Riker sandals as well.
Yes, and we've matched it to this great bag from Tayler.
Oh, actually, this is different for Tayler, isn't it?
It's lovely. It's like a fabric.
Yes, I've got a number of Tayler bags, but they tend to be on a theme.
Yes, but look at this. Isn't this lovely? Look, I love that.
Oh, wow.
The 3-colour gusset, which is beautiful.
Let's see if we can see it. There we are. Yep, we can spot
Isn't that clever?
That's very clever. Rather nice.
Lovely design.
You've got a good space in that bag as well, haven't you? So we're teaming Kim & Co. You know, we were saying at the beginning of the show, if you've never tried Kim & Co., so many people try it for the first time and realise then why she has such an incredibly loyal and strong following.
Yes.
So we've seen a jumpsuit, we've seen a neat tunic top, like a top, and now we've seen a real proper tunic top. Like the fact that it's shaped around the hemline, slightly longer at the back than the front, which just covers everything and makes you feel comfortable.
Absolutely, and I should say, when you get this home, and I hope you will get it home, you won't believe how cool it feels in the hand.
Yes.
I love that Kim & Co, that it comes almost icy when you feel the fabric.
Well, and that's the beauty, of course, of the Brazil knit, which is, yes, it is actually, it's what you just said about the Halston trousers. This is a polyester elastane. Now, I would often dismiss polyester elastane mix because I think that will make me feel too hot. But Kim does something different with it.
Yes.
And, you know, she has a number of different different fabrics that have the same composition, but they feel totally different.
Yes.
And this is possibly the favourite. This is the Brazil knit, which everyone seems to love. And if you're in Brazil and it's hot, then you could still wear it. I've no idea why it's called Brazil knit.
Rio, here we come. Absolutely.
Now, talking about jumpsuits being a trend, if there's one trend this year that we've been talking about, it's the cold shoulder.
Yes, it is. I'm not quite sure why. But anyway, I'm way out of step. Everybody loves it. And this is another great dress from Halston.
H by Halston again. So secondary feature after Kim & Co is H by Halston. You've got a show coming up at 10 o'clock tomorrow.
10 o'clock tomorrow, yes.
That will be with Jackie. And this is, there's lots of detail on this dress. It's not just two bits of fabric stitched together. There's seams, there's cold shoulders, there's a little keyhole at the back as well, and a nice V-neck.
A lovely V-neck. I love the way it flows away, a bit like the dress I'm wearing, flows away to be longer at the back and shorter at the front, because it makes it more sophisticated. I mean, the man himself, when he was alive and designing, was all about contemporary pieces that flowed away from the body. And, you know, at being a designer of high end, of course, they were very expensive and there was a lot more fabric. But it doesn't necessarily have to be. It just has to create the same illusion.
Yes.
And that's what, you know, this dress does. Again, red, very, very strong. We have got it in other colours, I think, but yes, here we go. I mean, in black it would be, can you imagine, just the most
well, yes, and that would take you on into the evening. We've got the purple plum. Oh, the aqua.
And the aqua.
Yes, I like that purple plum.
It's very sophisticated.
I'm not normally a purple person, but that's a dusty purple. I like that. Hang on, the cold shoulders got looped up. Let me just unhook that.
There she goes.
There we go.
No, I started wearing this colour because I did Amala Winnow and she has this colour in her.
Yes, she does. It's quite soft and flattering, isn't it?
Something really flattering about this colour.
Yes.
And of course, this is a
Aqua's great with a tan.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, can you imagine how fabulous? Look at you in that. There's a tan. And a real tan.
Yes, yes, it is a real tan. I'm not very good at the faux
stuff. A Greek
stuff.
tan.
Yes.
And the black, which is just sophistication personified. So here you have a lovely A-line dress with the beautiful seaming to give the illusion of slimness through the body. And then, as I say, it has this great sort of tail to it, the little dippy back.
Oh, yes,
And
a
good cold shoulder, not a sort of gapy, low one. I think it's just enough of the shoulder.
And what I like is
people love it, don't they?
Yeah, well, they do. And the sleeve is not too tight.
No.
So it doesn't really matter, you know.
No, it's a nice sort of angel sleeve,
yes,
isn't
it is, isn't it? And this has got 10% elastane in.
Yes.
So again, you've got, you know, Halston really, there's always a weightiness to the fabric. It's a great new range, actually. I mean, since we started, I don't know, it's probably a couple of years here at QVC now, maybe not even that. But I have got a huge amount of H by Halston in my wardrobe now. Because there's an edge, there's something a little bit different and special.
Yes.
In one way, yeah, always one way or another.
Absolutely. And the great thing about having that elastane is, I know this is going to sound lazy, but I love dresses I can just pull over my head.
Yeah.
You know, you don't, because, you know, I haven't got anybody to do the zip up. So it's just fantastic to have this.
I'll tell you what, she's going to get offers now, isn't she?
Sorry. I knew the minute I said that was the wrong thing to say. Sorry, guys. But the other thing I must tell you about Halston is that he was the very first designer to have a celebrity front row, way, way back.
Really?
Yes, absolutely.
Wow.
I turned up there. I turned up in New York and said, I'm here from the Daily Mirror. You won't know what that is, but it's a big selling newspaper. And I just wondered if I could come and see your show. I see that you're showing today. And he put me in the front row and there were all these amazing faces.
Lovely. How fantastic.
Yes, and that was 1978, something like that.
Wow.
He was such a success.
Have you started writing your memoirs yet?
No, I promised my lovely mother-in-law, who died in October, it was sort of the last thing she said to me, you could promise me you'll move back to London and promise me you'll write that book. So at some point when I've got some time...
You've got so many stories to tell. Yes, exactly.
But
okay,
he is
very quickly,
yes.
I just want to show Perio the back, because
yes,
there's a little keyhole at the
keyhole.
back. Just very quickly, you can just see. There you are. Oh,
there it goes.
Sorry. Just to show, it's not a fastening. It's just it just gives you a little. It sort of balances the shoulders, doesn't it? Just that little flash of flesh.
Yes, I think
that's quite inspired. I like that.
Yeah, it's clever. Very clever.
Okay, Well, great looking outfit. Let's go and have a final look. And while you walk back, Piri, I can say that's an Amanda Wakely bag. There's a sense of style there, isn't there? Yes. Wonderful sandals. If you can't generally wear sandals like that because your feet hurt, you can with these because it's Vionics.
I know, they don't look like Vionics.
I've got a Vionic show tomorrow. Is it tomorrow or Friday? Yeah, tomorrow, 11 o'clock. I love Vionics.
I think they're brilliant because I think there is a touch of designer in Vionics.
I've
got some loafers and I love them.
I've ordered a pair that are new tomorrow. That you have. Yes, they're like little shoe boot things with peep toe shoe boot and with a little cutout. Oh, they're fantastic. So you have to look at that.
I will.
But this is another outfit that I would happily wear
I love
all
this.
day, every day. Love it. We'll see you in just a moment. Back with more fashion in a minute.
I started Kim & Company in 1988. I wasn't a salesperson, I was always a designer stylist. So to talk to people, I was so shy. But as soon as it wasn't about me and it was about the clothes and making people feel good, and it was a passion. We love taking care and dressing everybody head to toes. You have to wear clothes that suit your lifestyle and confidence that you're not afraid to wear a color or mix colors together. That's what I promote in Kim & Company.
If you want a serious upgrade in your skincare, then our Neod Today's Special Value is definitely the way to go. It is a great 4-piece collection at an incredible price. It should be £110 direct with Neod, but you've got a great saving of £66. Your Today's Special Value is £39.96. 4 great pieces that you've got, not just serious skincare, not just a way to upgrade, but check out our website, qvcuk.com.
So this is Morning Style. We're helping you, hopefully helping you find your way around QVC fashion. Maybe find something that is very much your style that you just want some more of, or maybe helping you explore a slightly extended sense of what your style is.
You might not have thought of that we put together in a very easy way, and you think that's a good idea.
Because I know that I would absolutely wear. In fact, I've ordered the blue top.
Yes, you've got ahead of all of us,
and I've got the trousers. But somebody might look
you?
at this and think, yes, that shape works for me, but printed trousers, I don't know about them.
Oh, but they're cotton. This is what I loved about these trousers. They're cotton, but we'll get to that.
But the overall look is just one of confidence, easy, relaxed weekend,
But also totally fashionable. This is a model look.
Really?
Yes.
So it's how the models would turn on their job. Yeah. They would turn up looking like this.
They turn up looking like this with their rucksack, with their pom-pom. That's amazing.
I love that rucksack, actually. That's amazing, isn't it?
And running around town in
the sketches. Exactly. You may as well be comfortable. It's a Kipling
shape of this sweater, and the fact that this is a fairly bold, speaking print.
Yes.
It's a real paisley.
Yes, it is, isn't it? Come on over, Courtney. The trousers actually are available in plain. This is the only printed trouser of this selection. It was a Today's Special Value, actually. We've also got them in coral, in black, in white, in navy and in turquoise.
Yeah, here they are.
But should we focus... Sorry, Leslie, I've confused you. Let's focus on the jumper, first of all. Yes. Let's focus on the jumper, which is sort of designed to be slightly oversized, isn't it? It's not... this is not a Michelle Hope.
She's not wearing a big size. She's wearing her size, aren't you, Courtney?
Michelle Hope started with knitwear on QVC many, many moons ago. Yes. And she has gone on to expand and do so much more. But coming back to knitwear, this time in a viscose nylon mix, 70% viscose, natural fibre. Yeah. What a gorgeous summer jumper.
I'm mad about this colour. Rose tan.
We're calling it rose tan. We've also got the cameo blue that Courtney's in. We've got the dusty lavender.
Dusty lavender.
The mustard that I've also ordered because I just love that colour. And we've also got a black, but black.
Actually, the mustard is very sophisticated.
Well, with if you've got a slightly sort of olivey skin tone.
And if you're a sophisticated, elegant woman, you'd wear this colour.
Oh, really? I've ordered this.
With black, with grey, with
will I be able to wear it?
Oh, shush. And then, I'm thinking autumn. Sorry, we're already on autumn in my head.
Well, the thing is, this time of year, we're middle of July.
But you've still got your holiday to
Unless
come.
you're buying for your holidays.
So
you want something that's going to last on.
Chambray, Fantastic. Actually, all of them would go with all of that.
Cropped white trousers, yes. Any of these would look great with your cropped white.
Absolutely fabulous. So, but the great thing about this is all this wonderful detail.
Let me hold these for you and you can talk about the shape of this.
This is a real boat neck, right, first of all, and she has ribbed it so it sits. You know, you put it on and it stays there, but it is wide.
You've got these little seams that stick out.
The little, yes, sort of inverted sleeve, which comes straight down, drops the shoulder, makes the sleeve start down here. You can off the shoulder. Look at this.
Oh, both?
Yes.
Actually, that's rather nice.
Actually, I can see Michelle wearing it that way.
I like it when one comes down as though you didn't intend it to.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, you just sort of... And even if you've got a bra strap, that looks okay, doesn't it?
This is definitely a sexy sweater. Then it does... She's cut it, or she's knitted it so that it just goes down and looks like... You haven't placed it there, have you, Courtney? It just does that. It just hugs the back and just does this lovely flow here.
There's something about the slightly oversized look, almost like a boyfriend sweater, that makes you feel fragile. You don't feel fragile, you look fragile. You look like you need to be looked after. And that, you know, there is just something rather appealing about that, isn't there?
Yes.
So it's a great weekend sweater, but it's much more than that, isn't it?
It is, absolutely.
OK, let's head south down to the trousers. Isaac Mizrahi here. Again, an amazing pair of trousers that are predominantly cotton, with viscose and elastane in there.
You see, when I saw the picture of these on the website, I imagined they were going to be a polyester silky trouser, because all our paisley trousers seem to be, you know, our pattern trousers seem to be like that. Well, I've got them myself at home.
The wide-legged ones.
Yes.
They're usually a polyester jersey,
exactly, a polyester jersey, but these are cotton. And it's a really substantial fabric. It's quite thick, it's quite tailored. It's got this, rather like the sweater, the seaming is, you may not be able to see it in the pattern. I'll show you on the white.
Yes, we've got aqua, coral, navy, and black.
Yes, here's the white. So you can see the seam that I'm talking about there quite clearly.
Turquoise, sorry, rather than aqua.
With a really strong... a strong fabric. It's a really substantial designer fabric.
It's quite a smart pair.
It's a very smart pair of trousers. And
look at the price, $29.98.
No. Oh my goodness! I didn't see that. That is amazing.
And
for
I
this
love
quality
the navy
fabric,
because that's like a French navy. It's not too dark.
French navy. Then there's that lovely coral colour.
Calypso coral, we're calling that.
Which, you know, there's a lot of your tops that you bought from QVC. You know, from all the designers who do printed tops. That sort of shade will go with, and likewise with this lovely turquoise. Yeah, fabulous.
That would look nice, wouldn't it, with the coral?
Fabulous.
Yeah. So,
and then black.
Well, and sketches on your feet, which just feel like you're walking on air. They are so memory foam underneath, and you've got that lovely sort of velour, almost like a velour finish on it. And it's a Kipling backpack, which I have fallen in.
Is that a monkey then? Oh, it is a monkey.
It's a very hairy monkey.
I'm sorry, I called it a pom-pom. I do apologise.
Well, it's a pom-pom monkey, really, isn't it? Yes, it's a monkey that looks like a pom-pom. It's masquerading.
Sorry, let me do that.
Put these back. We've got one more outfit that we're hoping to see, but let me see those trousers. 165,568. There's the sketches at the bottom, and they're 161,169. If you've never tried sketches before, you need to. I bought some for Ollie this year, and he now won't wear anything else.
No,
he loves his sketches.
They're my only trainer, I have to say.
Yes. Now, OK, we're going to feature marble quite a lot now. So, well, actually, we've got marble on the top, and then we've got women with control on the denim skirt. So really nice, fresh look.
It's a very lovely look. I love the white with the dark denim. This is inspired. We have women with control trousers here and jeans, you know, with the...
I love their jeans.
Oh, amazing. But, you know, when it comes to summer, you don't necessarily want to have a heavy pair of jeans on every day, and you've probably got your legs brown and you want to show them off. And you have all the same troubles in your hip area with your skirts. And brilliantly, Renee has bought us the skirt that's like the trousers.
Yes.
So this is an inspired skirt, lovely denim skirt.
Let's start at the top, though, first of all, with the marble the jumper, if we may, Leslie.
Sorry, I keep going to the bottom half. I apologise.
Yes. Well, bottom half, once you've got a good bottom half, you wear it with lots of different tops.
Well, I just thought this was such a clever idea, but we'll get to the clever idea.
Well, we will. But we've got this... what you've got here from marble is a little vest top, a cover-up sort of bat wing jumper, and a little scarf in in a beautiful fabric. It's a polyester fabric, but it's like it's almost like a slubby linen.
It's like a linen.
It's like a linen knit, isn't it?
Yes, it's got this lovely linear random knit going on. I love this shape sleeve. Isn't that pretty?
It's so
great, feminine.
So it's a drop shoulder.
Yes.
Can you just hold your arms out so that we can? Yeah, you see. So you've got this little sleeve here.
Yeah, which Perio has.
And you can just pull it up.
Fold it up. May I pull it down, Perio, on one side?
Yes.
Or maybe you'd
Sorry,
like to
we're
do it
manhandling you.
It's much better that you do it. Just to, see, that's sort of how it is.
Yes.
But it's so light and airy that it goes up quite easily.
The little vest is in the same fabric. Often it would be in a knitted polyester jersey, but it's not. It's in the same fabric, which I think is rather lovely, and you may even wear that on its own. Colours that we've got for you, you're looking there at the yellow, which is gorgeous. We've got two sort of corally tones. The deeper one is called light coral.
Yes.
So that's the light coral. There's nothing light about it. That's quite a strong coral. And then this is papaya.
Yes, which is absolutely
I think that's a great colour. Really love that. And then we have two blues in the Riviera and the Cobalt.
And Cobalt.
Cobalt is a classic blue there. Yes. So 157915 is your item number.
Okay.
Actually, Perio's wearing ivory, which is much softer. I could wear the ivory. The white would be a bit too brash, probably. So, yeah, some people can wear... If you've got a sort of a cool skin tone, a pink skin tone, the white will work. But if you're warmer, more yellowy golden, then the ivory is going to be better.
It's just a bit... we call it soft white often, don't we?
Yeah, or winter white. Or, I don't know why winter white, because it's nothing wintry about it, really. But
no.
Snow? Is snow ivory rather than... I suppose snow isn't quite white, is it? I don't know. Anyway, it's a lovely summer weight top that it's light. It doesn't look heavy because you've got this slightly sort of sheer look to it, which is really rather lovely. And teamed with this denim skirt.
Yeah, I love this.
For women who would never be seen nowadays in a pair of denim shorts, this skirt actually bridges that gap, doesn't it? In fact, Louise on my blog was saying, you know, she needs more skirts and she wanted the flatter fit pencil skirt.
Yes.
It might be that denim isn't really what she's looking for, but this darker option is quite smart, isn't it?
I would have thought this was black until I looked really, really closely.
We're calling it black indigo.
But it does have the tailoring.
And this one's just indigo.
It depends how smart Louise needs to be, because it does have the tailoring of a denim skirt.
Of a Western jean.
Of a Western, even with the Western pocket and the...
But it's not faded. This one's got the sort of faded thigh.
Yes.
The washed look. But this one is not. This is a monotone. It's a single tone, isn't it?
It's a lovely... I think this is a lovely skirt. Very smart.
Yes.
And, you know, if you're somebody who lives in white shirts, you've got to have this skirt.
And the stitching, on the indigo is contrast, as it would be on a pair of Western jeans. You can see how you've got that pale colour, the lighter colour that contrasts. But on the black indigo, it's black indigo.
It is.
So again, it takes away from the jean
thing, The only thing that's jean about the black skirt is actually, you know, the pockets and the stitching,
the styling of it,
and and the actual design.
So
it's a lovely skirt,
and of course, it's sort of knee length on
and it
Perio.
has wonderful stretch. That's the point about it. It's got very, very evening.
I'm just wondering if I can very quickly find you the length on this. Actually, it's 22 inches up to 24 inches. It does get longer as you go up through the sizes. Another great look. Thanks to Nicola, who is styling for this particular series. It was Monia last time. She did a fantastic job. Nicola, I think, has started with an absolute knockout show. Well done, Nicola. Thank you for all your hard work. And Leslie, thank you as well.
It's a pleasure.
You always sort of bring an extra, an extra dimension to all the outfits,
Thank you very much.
Which we're looking at. You can see it again at 5 o'clock this evening on QVC Style. It will be on YouTube at some point. We haven't quite worked out when that's going to happen, but we will get that loaded. And remember, if there's anything, you can. I will try and update things on my blog and give you a link to it, or I'll tweet a link to it when it comes up. Check out Morning Style page on our website. Just search Morning Style, or it is /Morning Style. All the details of everything that you've seen, including all the accessories, will be there, and I'll be back at 9 o'clock tomorrow. See you then.
Stand out from the crowd with Frank Usher. Be stylish. Be confident. Be yourself. Make a statement. Express your style. Perfectly accessorize with Frank Usher.
I started Kim & Company in 1988. I wasn't a salesperson, I was always a designer stylist. So to talk to people, I was so shy. But as soon as it wasn't about me and it was about the clothes and making people feel good, and it was a passion. We love taking care and dressing everybody head to toes. You have to wear clothes that suit your lifestyle and confidence that you're not afraid to wear a color or mix colors together. That's what I promote in Kim & Company.
Here's today's special value. It's available at an incredible price. Until midnight tonight, on air, online, or on mobile. The best find of the day.
It's Wednesday on QVC. Join the pioneering Neod skincare range featuring today's special value at 6 p.m. Discover innovative and premium household products with Lakeland at 7 p.m. Then be dazzled by the beauty and splendor of the Diamond Collection at 9 p.m. Join us for a fantastic Wednesday on QVC.
At QVC, you can discover something new every day. Find what you love and love what you find with QVC.